he's on the plus side. That run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Down to the 10.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score
here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
In motion, right goes Allen. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 5 catches, 77 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And they run the option on second down.
Turns and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
But you look at this defense.
They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
3rd and 9 here. Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, what a move. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Back onto the field comes this offense ready for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Open man is Duvernay.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Ford.
And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On the ground, it's Ford. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now here come the Ravens. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return is Duvernay. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, they turn to Ford. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Richardson's throw here caught by Mims.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Richardson.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
2nd down and 3.
At the Ravens 27.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Terrell Bernard.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Richardson.
And it's caught. Touchdown. first touchdown on the year.
And the Black Knights have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Aubrey now for the point after.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On the option left, it's Hurts.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, they go through the league the first time and they're hot. People going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them. They get scouting reports. They start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Black Knights are able to add on to their first half lead. What a first half.
Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped.
And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Oh, look at the juke. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down and 6 now.
At the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal, as they still lead by a bundle here.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
That's interference.
Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Sam Howell. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Hurts.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, Richardson.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They go play action with Richardson.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. So nothing doing there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now it's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Just where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Richardson working from the gun.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown!
Marvin Mims.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Black Knights extend their lead yet again. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense back out there. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run with Ford.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, here's Richardson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for Mexico City. First down.
On first down, it's Ford.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down, it's Ford. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. 4. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second down, here's Hurts. This will go to Henry out wide.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Ford, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Ford. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Mexico City, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ford, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. Sidney Brown in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw here. They set up the screen for Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a Raven first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Mexico City, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.